Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. In today's episode, I will be going over how to do your spark plug replacement on a 2017 Dodge Charger, and I will be going over all of the necessary tools and whatnot for this process. So let's get right into it.
Want to do? Alright, I need to set it properly. Get you a good. The steps you want to do are take these 7 arranged bolts out of the upper intake. So let's start with that. Over here for your building and whatnot. Right there. Okay. Good. Go over here to this bolt. Screw it. You don't want to take it out completely, just be able to make sure it's unscrewed and whatnot. And this one, I'm going like a cross pattern, so when you refill it, this upper intake, it's flush and there's a warp and air coming in different places, whatnot. Go over to this one, there's a 4th bolt. Make sure that's out, unscrewed and whatnot. Alrighty. This bolt right here. Okay. Okay. This bolt right here. Alright, the last bolt right here. Alrighty. Okay. Make sure it's out of the hole. Like that. So everything's good right there. If anything, we'll just take bolts out and whatnot. Kind of arrange them in a sequence pattern that you last did. And after this step, I will get back with you on the further steps. Alright guys, so after you take the upper intake clamp off and whatnot, you want to put a few rags in and whatnot, just so there's not any debris that's going in these holes right here. And you'll also want to take this plastic heat shield, I guess you want to call it, from this area right here, and just set it aside. Next, you want to come over and take your 10mm socket and your wrench and basically unscrew these coil packs. I want to do it in a synchronized pattern too, just so that you know it's flush. Come over here. Break it. There we go. Break it loose. Okay. Get that unscrewed a little bit. Okay. Come over to this one. Alright. Come over to the other one. This one will be your 4th coil pack in order. Okay. Come over to your 5th coil pack. Move the electronics out of the way. Make sure they're not tangled and whatnot. Now while you're doing this, just if you want to check for any breakages and any cut lines or whatnot, just so you're very aware of what's kind of going on in your engine and whatnot. But yeah, you want to come over to 6 coil pack and screw it. Alright, so after I get all these unclipped and taken out, I will get back with you on the next steps. Alright guys, we're back. So you want to take your 5/8 spark plug socket extractor and your wrench. You're going to want to come over here to your first spark plug. You're going to want to feel around and get a good grip on it. Basically. unscrew it to where you can gradually pull it out without any interruptions. Alright. Take a few twists and turns, but eventually you'll be able to just grab it out. Alright guys, so after you're completely done getting all of the spark plugs out by order and whatnot, since it does take like, I'd say a good 5-ish minutes for each one since it's got to be torqued down and whatnot, but after that, you want to get your, this is your old spark plug. It's dependent on like, you know, conditions and whatnot. And you want to get your new spark plug. Open it up. Check her out. See if she's damaged or whatnot. Looking good. Take this off. And you want to apply a thin layer of like silicone paste to the like the bushing and whatnot of the connector of the electrical, you know, spark plug boot, like right around, like right here. And then you'll want to take your 5/8 spark plug boot socket and your wrench, and then reapply the new ones in sequence. And then you're gonna want to retorque all of them in sequence down till about, like, it says around 80 Newton meters or foot-pounds. And you're gonna then reapply the coil packs and torque these bolts down and whatnot. So after I get done with all of that, I'll get back with you on the next steps and procedures. Alright guys, I'm back after getting the 5/8 spark plug boot and your electronic torque wrench. And for the, you can find this all on like not forums, but like a car specific subscription website. Not sponsored, but basically you'll, for the spark plugs, you, I even wrote it down, but it's, the foot-pounds will be 13. So set it all the way down to 13, and then we'll get to torquing. So go over here. See how it moves and whatnot. You'll see yourself, but see, it'll buzz when you're completely to the designated torque ratio. Come over to the 5th one, since you're doing them all in synchronized order. There you go. That one's good. Now let's go over to the 6th one. Get it to a good angle and torque it. There we go. And now you're done with that process. Now, what you want to do is, you're going to go from the outside in with your coil packs and get them all in a synchronized fashion and get the bolts all situated and torqued down. And then after that, I'll get back with you on the next steps. Alright guys, we are back. So I got all of the coil packs down. It's nice and snug for the bolts and whatnot. And after you put them back in, you want to reconnect the sensors for the procedure that they do, because it's all electrical and whatnot. And then you're going to want to take your electronic torque wrench with what was it? Let's see. What was it? My bad, guys. So I'm gonna need an extension. Goes on this. Get that. Oh.
Alright guys, we are back. So if you the next step after connecting the electrical connectors for these coil packs, you're gonna either take your electronic torque wrench with an extension and a 10mm socket. And you're gonna either will snug them up more than they already are, or you're going to basically retorque them down a little bit more snug than they already are. But that's really up to you. If you really want to like torque them down, because I don't want to like break any of the bolts and whatnot, and they're literally in there. You can't like act like rip it out and whatnot. So I'll get back with you once they are all retorqued down. Alright guys, after you get all the things put back together, connectors, coil packs, spark plugs, this little heat shield, you're going to want to take your upper intake plenum manifold and kind of just basically careen it into the little slots right here. Trying to get everything out of the way quick like. Yeah, you're gonna want to basically seamlessly put it into that. I'm just showing you right now, but yeah, it's gonna kind of look like that. So I'm gonna take this out real quick like. Gonna take these out just so there's nothing got inside them. Good. Good. All right, just wipe them off a bit. Depending on like when you change them, I already changed them since they're not, wore away and whatnot. So these are new gaskets, so you can leave them on. But definitely, if you keep going in the engine, you want to replace these gaskets. Bro, why is the fucking bee following me? Okay. So we got a bee as our, little guest. So say hi to the bee. You're gonna want to basically careen it over to that. Get all the electrical connectors and wires out of the way. Have it flush and whatnot. Alright. Gucci. Then you want to take your extension, your wrench with your 8, with your 8mm socket. You're gonna want to go in a crisscross sequenced pattern. So for the pattern, you're gonna want to go from first, this bolt here. This is first. This is your second bolt in this little area. This is your third right here. Your fourth, your fifth, your sixth, and then your seventh. And then you're gonna want to retorque them to spec too. So when I get back with that, when I get done with that step, I'll get back with the further steps pertaining to all the hoses and connectors and feed lines for the vacuum hose and your cold air intake and whatnot. So I'll get back after everything's done. Alright guys, we are back after you torque all these bolts down in synchronized order and you get all the clippings and whatnot in the proper place. You're going to want to come over here because there's going to be like 2 different bolts that you're going to need to put the bracket on, and then there's one like right there. It's like a 13mm socket or a wrench. Then you're gonna come all the way around to this side first. You're gonna put this screw in. Basically re-screw this in. Nice and snug like. Nice and snug. So about right there.